episode 28. This is Dragon Age Origins, which is on 360, PS3, and I think that's about all. Dragon Age is basically a medieval RPG, which are the greatest ever, because I hate shooters. You start out, character customization, kind of be careful with it, because my first character kind of looked retarded because I messed with too many things. So I just used presets. There's several different classes. I prefer the mage because I like standing back casting spells, though there are some endings that are only available if you choose the different classes. I like how they have the individual intros, whether you are a male or female, based on your classes and your race. You get achievements for all of them. Especially love multiple save files. This isn't one of those games where you start a game and then you play through to the end and then you're still stuck with that game. You can start a new one anytime you want, and I haven't tested the limits of it, but I believe I've had up to 5 at once, and I think you can still do more. Basically, in the game, you start out as normal. You become a Grey Warden because there's dark spawn about, and they're nasty, evil little things, and you have to kill them all. So you join up with your group, and you can only have 4 people at a time, which kind of sucks because I was kind of stuck on 2 of them. There was obviously always yourself. I always use Alistair and Morrigan. Alistair because I kind of have a great geek crush on him. Not gonna lie, Alistair's awesome. And Morrigan because she's a caster, and it's all you. If you don't have a mage in your party, the other mages will F you up. And then just, I didn't really use a lot of different characters. I was mostly those 3 and then Oghren, because the characters interact with each other, and depending on where you are at the game, they'll just randomly start talking. And as Alistair, the innocent little church boy, Oghren teases him relentlessly about never having been with a woman, which is freaking hilarious. And there's also Sten. Sten is a Canary. He is basically a two-hander, Alistair's sword and shield. Everybody else seems to, prefer two-handers. And the talents are nice, but if you spend them, you cannot take them back. You get one shot, and if you mess up, you're screwed. There's Liliana and Zevran, who are rogues. They can pick locks, which is incredibly useful because there's a lot of cool stuff in a lot of chests, and it sucks having to go back and unlock chests when you have already been through that area and forgot to take one of them with you. There's just several different endings, which I really like, depending on your choices throughout the game and how the characters react to you and how their affection levels are with you. There's 4 different endings. You either sacrifice yourself, somebody else, everybody lives, or something else. I can't remember the last one. But through one of those endings, you have to gain an additional party member. But if you take Terran Logain with you, Alistair leaves you forever. And as a female character, one of the endings is you could marry Alistair and become queen. That was not happening. Even though you could only be a noble human or a rogue if you're a female and you want to be queen. If you're anything else, he will dump you, and it sucks. If you are a male character, you can marry the queen, as the king is now dead. You have to still be a noble. No mages allowed. I don't know why. It really sucks, because I restarted my entire game because of it. Not cool. What else? What else? What else? What else? When you're fighting, they have a really unique battle system. It's not turn-based. It's more open. Everybody just randomly attacks everybody, which is cool, but kind of sucks because you have multiple characters you need to worry about. But you can use the bumpers, that's what it is, and flip in between them at any time and heal them, or focus on somebody else. You can also hold down the button and cycle through everybody and set them to do one action before, yeah, you can set them to do their next action, and then when you release that button after you set everybody up, they'll all do that. They'll all heal, or they'll all cast their spell, or whatever, which is very helpful in boss fights, because it basically pauses the game while you're in the radial menu, and you can pretty much heal up everybody. Overall, yes, it was a very good game. I spent many, many hours playing this game to the wee hours of the night and into the very early morning. There's a lot of downloadable content that I don't yet have. I've experienced Shale. I love her. She's hilarious. She's a good tank, and she has a horrible hatred of pigeons and all things squishy. She was a statue for a while, and statues and pigeons don't get along, and she wants to smash them all, which is awesome because it's funny. And again, the characters interact with each other, and they just talk about different things, how they just question each other. Liliana will hit on Morgan from time to time. Morgan, who is voiced by Claudia Black, who is Vala Maldoran from Stargate SG-1, favoriteest show ever. I can't wait for Dragon Age 2. Haven't learned too much about it yet. It's going to be similar to Mass Effect in a lot of ways, which I like. Mainly your character will speak now. Character customization isn't going to be the same. You won't have the options of different races and classes. You're pretty much stuck with what you got. Yeah. Overall, thumbs up. Dragon Age is freaking awesome.
So you are the commander of the Grey Wardens.
It has ended just as he foretold. With the death of the Archdemon, the Blight was defeated. But the Darkspawn did not simply disappear.
They came out of nowhere. There's one with them. A Darkspawn who talks.
The security of Ferelden relies on the Grey Wardens now, even weakened as the Order is.
You are thinking you know of our kind, human? That will soon be changed.
The Lords have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens.
There are traitors in our midst.
Tread carefully, Commander.
Your reign ends here.
The spirits will watch in envy as the mortals of this realm bow down before me.
You will need to replenish your numbers.
I'd rather miss the whole Darkspawn killing thing.
Join us. Join us in the shadows where we stand, vigilant.
You have quite the task ahead of you.
And you better subscribe to Box News so you can enjoy all these lovely reviews, or I will send hordes of evil, angry zombies to your door to find you and destroy you. Thanks.